Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Ashar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I want to give infinite honor and glory and praise to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim who's pushing this truth without faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. All right, before I get started, I do want to say Salakia, brother. Going beat a cold, but I still have my voice going. But that shouldn't stop the spirit. Of putting, doing the work, man, putting out your work, man. Lord willing, I hope this lesson is edifying. The title of this lesson through the Rakak Kodash is going to be make sure you applying before you speak. All right, and I just want to go into something real quick. I'm in transit anyway, but I want to go into basically, man, we as men of Yahweh Shai got to make sure we living what we talking before we go out here and before we get to judging according to things that we haven't learned yet or we haven't applied, And that's the point of being a teacher. We also learn, we teach what we know, Because if not, the Lord gonna hold us up to what the same thing we just taught, man. You can be done a lesson on patience, and you ain't really got the best temperance and patience. It's like you ain't really got the best temperance and patience. But you did a lesson on patience, telling Jake they need to be patient with things, but you ain't learned it. Well, the Lord gonna put you in a situation to where you're gonna be tried with patience, and then you're gonna have that on your mind, and it's gonna, that you basically gonna feel bad, that guilt. You're gonna have that guilt because you wasn't living what you was talking. You see, so we got to also understand. We can't judge according to something we ain't applying, Now with that, I want to get Matthew 7:1-5 in the NLT as well for a better understanding. It says, the first verse, I'm going to keep reading. It says, "Do not judge others, and you will not be judged, for you will be treated as you treat others." All right, so treat a man how you want to be treated. That's a big thing as well. Because you can come off a certain way to a brother. I'm gonna say this too. Yeah, you can come off a certain way to a brother or just anybody, and that same thing be said or done to you, and you offended, but you ain't applying. You ain't applying that, but you trying to tell somebody how they need to treat you. But I had got a call from a beloved brother of the camp, and I had also had to get back to work. I used to be on Jake, but like I was saying, you're not applying that. You trying to tell somebody how they need to treat you, but you're not applying how you need to treat somebody, right? And you offended how they said or done something, but you're not paying attention to what you need to be doing, or how you need to be saying something. How you need to be doing something, you see? So that's why it says, for you will be treated as you treat others, So, hey, treat somebody how you want to be treated, man. All right? Next verse, it says, "The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged." Exactly. Okay? You're gonna be held accountable, all right, for the things you say. Scripture say every word, man. You gotta give an account, man. All right, you're gonna be held accountable, man. To walk it like you talking, we supposed to be walking it like we talking it anyway. Okay. So that's why we got to always be mindful of what we out there teaching and preaching, man. Because the Lord put us to the test, all right? The Lord will put us to the test, and sometimes, hey, we ain't living what we talking about. The Lord will put us to a test to fail, just to show us, man. Okay? Just like they say in the world, that rapper, oh, he ain't living what he rapping rap. All right? You out there teaching and preaching and carrying on, but you ain't living that. So what they make you? That's what you got to ask yourself, man. When you out there talking about something that you ain't applied in your everyday life, man. Okay? Teach what you know. Teach what you apply. All right? Verse 3, it says, and why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? Why worry about what somebody else got going on? And you so quick to point out what somebody else doing wrong, right? And that's something we got to be mindful of, knowing the scriptures, man. Okay? We got to be mindful. What we point out through these scriptures, we apply it, man. Because we can get called out, man, like that. And that's a bad thing, man. All right? So we got to be mindful of that, man. Worrying about what somebody else got going on, saying what somebody else got going on, and this, that, and the other. But you got a bigger problem. Okay? So, yeah, we ought to warn Israel of their transgression and come back. Okay? But we got to be working on ourselves as well, man. Okay? We got to be really living what we talking about, man. It says, how can you think of saying to your friend, let me help you get rid of a speck in your eye, when you can't see past the log in your own eye? How you gonna help somebody get right in the spirit, and you got your flaw in a certain? How you gonna help somebody get right in a certain situation in the spirit? Like, just back to the patience thing. You telling somebody they need to have more patience and wait on the Lord, but soon as something happen to you, you don't show no patience. You don't show no signs of waiting on Yahweh Shai, man. But you gotta be mindful of that crap, man. For real. Cause they look bad, man, especially when you a messenger, a prophet of the Lord. And you out here talking about something you ain't living. That's what you shouldn't be doing that, man, especially when you're in this truth. That's what them church house folks do. Right? Real quick, I remember it was this song from this singer Life Jennings, and he was getting on the church house in a song, and he had said at the end, talking about folks don't be living right to ourselves, man. And that's real. But we don't need to be really doing that. All right? So it says, how can you think of saying to your friend, let me help you get rid of a speck in your eye, when you have a log in your own eye? Hypocrite, because that's what that is, hypocritical. That's being a hypocrite, man. Talking about what somebody got going on, what they need to be doing, and you ain't doing that. Got to be mindful of that, man. Got to be mindful of that, brothers. It says, first get rid of the log in your own eye, then you will see enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye, right? Get rid of the issues you got in the spirit, where you trying to tell somebody, and then you'll be able to give advice according to the spirit, man, to that brother, or to just a person in general. You got to really make sure that you applying this and you living this in your life, man. And then, you know what? It even comes out better. You even flow better in the spirit when you actually applying what you teaching, man. Applying what you trying to give to somebody else. All right? So just be mindful of that, man. Walk it like you talk it, in this thing. And then for this, before I go, I want to say this is for myself first and foremost. And every lesson that brothers do is through the Rakakwa, that's through the spirit, And that was just on my spirit. I just wanted to say, Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying and y'all were able to listen and endure during my rough speaking. My voice still gone. But I want to say, the water, y'all busting me, I was shy. And I want to close out and give him honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, your great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim, this pushing this truth with all faith and all righteousness and all sincerity. To you I say shalom.